Head down to the court now for the presentation to this man, Alex Pledger.
Started all from a basketball career over a quite remarkable 14-year career. He was an NBL champion in 2012, a Shark, of course, from 2016 through until 2021, including our championship-winning squad of 2018. The big man won many battles for us out on the court, but there's no doubt that he won the most important battle of his life in 2022 when he beat cancer. Throw in 70 games for the Tall Blacks, multiple Australian NBL titles as well, and there is nothing that Pledge hasn't achieved over one glittering career. Of course, he's got one game left in that career now in Nelson in the Sal's NBL final round next week. But of course, tonight is his final game here at a venue that means so much to both him and us in the Shark Tank. So there's no one better, I think, to say a few words on behalf of Sharks basketball than, let's be honest, Chief's second mum, and also someone who's been here since the start, our operations manager. Ladies and gentlemen, can you please put your hands together for Jill Bolger?
Well, I knew I was going to get emotional, and I certainly am. In 2016, our newly appointed coach, Judd Flavel, run a few names past me as to some players that he'd quite like to entice down to the Deep South. It's very fitting that Judd's here. Welcome, Judd, and welcome home. And thank you for the ride you've taken us on. In my wildest dreams, even though a few good names come past our door that day, Judd, I never imagined that we would be lucky enough to secure the services of someone who's already was a legend in basketball in New Zealand. And from the day that Alex arrived in our stadium, in our community, I knew that we'd got a damn good one. Alex epitomises professionalism, loyalty, integrity, excellence on and off the court. My glasses are fogged up now. As a club, we have learned from him, and we are grateful and proud to have stood alongside him through the good and the bad. We will ever be grateful for the fact that Alex has been part of our Sharks family, and he always, as Nick has said several times, will always be part of our Sharks family. This is not goodbye, it's see you next time. Alex couldn't have done what he's done without the support of his loving and supportive wife, Bailey, who eventually self-confessed to a love of Southland. It wasn't always easy for big city kids to come to Southland and fit into our community like they have. We will always be proud, we will always be grateful, we will always love you both.
Thanks so much, Jill. Lovely. We better hear from the man himself, eh? Would you like to hear from him? Ladies and gentlemen, Alex Pledger.
In typical Alex Pledger fashion, I won't ramble on, and I'll keep this short and sweet. But yeah, two years ago, I got some pretty shocking and unexpected news, and I can't say enough about this franchise, this community, this city, the way you helped me and Bailey get through a very difficult time. I know it sounds kind of silly, just boiling it all down to two words, but I just can't thank you guys enough. You guys are so supportive. If you have me, I'd love to consider myself an honorary Southlander, and yeah, and to the boys, quite a few of you were here 2 years ago in that room at the hospital when I told you what the deal was, and I'm so glad that so many of you are still here. I couldn't ask for a better group of guys to play one final season with, and I think they deserve a round of applause too for welcoming me back in and just being an awesome group. And lastly, to my wife, Bailey, yeah, thank you. You know, I don't know, there's so many things you could say, Wonder Woman, Superwoman, all of that. When I was bedridden for a year and a half, she somehow kept our household together, planned a wedding, somehow stayed strong through all of it, and for the first time in our lives, we're free. I have no game day naps, no pre-game meals, and we can finally do whatever we want. Thank you.
Good stuff, mate. Does a pretty good job for a man of few words, doesn't he? We're going to make a short presentation now with some flowers for Bailey. Very hard for us as an organisation to try and encapsulate what we want to with someone that's as special for us as Chief. But we felt that the only thing that was appropriate to recognise his outstanding contribution to the sport of basketball, but also to us as at Sharks Basketball, was to put him in the most elite group possible. And I'd like, ladies and gentlemen, for you now to draw your attention in front of the Tim Shadbolt stand as we retire the number 35, ladies and gentlemen. He will hang in the rafters here at ILT Stadium, Southland, and the Shark Tank every time we play. I would ask you to please rise and put your hands together for Alex and Bailey.